Hey, welcome back to Game Hydro. Today we got a video about the new game Blood Invasion Vampire Idol. So we're going to go over some tips, tricks, cheats, strategies, and some glitches, glitch fixes, hacks, and whatnot. So right now, if you are just starting the game, you may be unfamiliar with this area. This is the chamber. It unlocks part of the way through the castle, which is the first world. So you can unlock that and then go there from the world map. Tower of Ascension, that's some dungeons that come along later in the game. And then some of these areas aren't even programmed into the game yet. But the blacksmith is where you can go to manage your equipment and upgrade your equipment. So in order to upgrade a piece of equipment, you need to have 3 identical pieces of equipment. You hit the enhance button and click on merge, or you can auto select, whichever. You need coins in order to do that. You run out of coins fairly quickly in this game, and there's not that many ways to actually get coins, but you can get 2,500 free coins in the shop every day. Other ways to get coins include selling off equipment that you no longer need, which you can do outside of the blacksmith area. Hit the equipment button and hit the sell button on whatever piece of equipment you want. Now, the higher the rarity of the equipment, the more coins that you get back from it. Right now, there's not a way to sell multiple pieces of equipment at once, unfortunately. So you got to do them all by hand manually. But sell a green piece of equipment, you get 250. Sell a blue rare piece of equipment, you get 700, although you probably don't want to sell those. Also, when you are choosing what equipment to equip, make sure to look at the actual stats of the equipment. Don't just look at what the piece of equipment is, because identical pieces of equipment have different bonus stats. For example, this Phantom Cloak has 11 health. This Phantom Cloak has 5% of an attack bonus. This one has 8% of a health bonus. This one has plus 56 on defense. So you want to equip the stuff that I guess fits with your playing style the most. And it takes a little bit of experimentation to figure out what that is. But generally, the rare equipment will have more bonus stats. Plus, the main ability will be stronger. For example, the blue sword shoots out 5 blades, whereas the green sword, the uncommon sword, shoots out 4 blades, and the common swords only shoot out 3, plus they don't have any bonus stats. The stars don't necessarily mean anything, but they may be working on a way to star up in the game. Plus, you can look at the stats menu to see what bonuses you get from your equipment. Over in the shop area, you can open supply crates using advertisement videos once per hour, and you get 3 of them per day. They reset every 24 hours. Plus, you can also use gems to open equipment if you have gems. Now, we haven't figured out any ways to get free gems in the game yet, but there may be some quests coming along later, some dungeon rewards, etc., where you can collect free gems. You can go over to the world map in order to select which world you want to go to. Once you beat the castle all the way through, which takes an eternity, you unlock the village, and then same thing for the rest of these worlds up here. We're going to go to the castle because we've already got everything unlocked there, and we're going to demonstrate a few tips that can help you get further in the game. Let's get away from this crazy guy. We're going to back it up a bit. So if you're stuck in the castle, or for that matter, if you're stuck anywhere, there's a few ways to get blood really quickly. One is whenever you start the game, go defeat the bosses that you have already beaten. Another one is, the scavenger bats. They work sometimes and they don't work other times, but when they do work, you can go collect blood from them. In fact, You can even go and collect some if you want to power up for the next world, too. You have shortcut gates all around, and if you watch an ad video, then you get 1 hour of the shortcut gate being open. That actually is a pretty worthy use of the advertisement video, because opening up the shortcut gates makes things go by a hell of a lot faster. Each world has its own pet shop, too, where you can unlock delivery bats to take the blood away that you've collected from various enemies and deliver it to your main whatever they call it, the main headquarters type area. And even though they don't deliver that much of it at first, the more you upgrade the bats, you can unlock more. You can unlock more bats, you can unlock higher cargo capacity with your bats, and you can increase their movement speed in order to get them to and from your location faster. Sorry about that. This game has a lot of involuntary advertisement videos. If you want to try to get rid of the ads, you can either purchase one of the no ads packages or try playing this game in airplane mode when you start up. Haven't tested that. If they programmed in for it not to work, then it won't work. So, anyways, though, after you get the bats pretty highly upgraded, a good way to farm for blood is to stand in one location with the game open. When you do that, the enemies that you kill will respawn periodically. Make sure it's the strongest enemy that you can do this for, because they'll give you the most blood and you'll build up blood the fastest. And you can just leave your phone open. Make sure to put it on a charger, because this game can drain battery life kind of fast. Put it on a charger, leave the game open for a while, and when you come back, you'll have a ton of blood that you can spend on upgrades. Make sure, if you are an advertisement video watching type, to collect the instant blood. That can actually speed things along significantly. Go to the upgrades area, and you'll be able to upgrade your attack power, cargo capacity, tentacle count, your attack range, movement speed, and hit points. The attack power will definitely be the most important one, because the amount of power it takes to defeat tougher enemies can often be a massive jump from the last area you were at. Cargo capacity is good, though. You can carry more blood. Tentacle count, you can attack more enemies at the same time. This is especially good for when you're fighting a boss that has a whole bunch of little minions around them. Attack range, you can attack enemies from further away. It's pretty obvious why that's valuable. Movement speed speeds the whole game along, which is definitely helpful for quality of life and for avoiding projectiles that enemies shoot at you. And then hit points, it's obvious why you want more hit points in order to take more hits from enemies. Once your attack power... Actually, let me start off by saying, look at the little number in the attack power column, 323. That's how many attack power upgrades we've done so far. Once it gets past 300, one thing we've noticed in this game is it kind of glitches and it doesn't act like it's upgraded at first. And when you attack enemies, you'll be still attacking with the same amount of power that you did before. So, in order to fix that, number one, you want to upgrade something else, and it'll show what your accurate attack power is supposed to be. And then number two, in order to get the attack power, the strength of the attacks on enemies correlated with what your attack power actually is, you're going to have to go back to the chamber, then go back to the world that you're trying to beat. And when you attack enemies, the attacks will actually be accurate. Over in the alchemy section, you can choose from a number of different buffs. The first use is free. The uses after that require advertisement videos to be watched, but they last for longer durations after the first use. Plus, the boost goes up. For example, level 2 attack, 21%, but the level 1 attack potion is 20%. Movement speed, same thing. Blood gain, same thing. And everything in this game goes pretty ridiculously slowly, so this can be a good way to kind of speed things along. When you see a red dot by one of the icons, that means you got a free reward to claim. We don't have any free gold coins to claim right now because we already claimed them, but we have free supply crates that require you to spend gems in order to open them. Plus, you can purchase various things like tickets that allow you to earn rewards without watching the advertisement video. Now, if you play this game in airplane mode to get rid of the involuntary ads, you'll also be getting rid of the advertisement videos that can give you bonuses. So just keep that in mind when you want to play the game with no ads. But sometimes playing with no ads can absolutely be worth it. We're going to go ahead on to the next section in the world map, the village. That's the
This bull
area
thinks he's the boss of the barnyard. Time to show him the true queen.
Dear God, what is this, TikTok? Anyways, that's annoying because I have the sound off and the music off. But I guess if you're playing the game with the sound on, you'll get some sort of ridiculous intro to the bulls. But here, with, another tip too, there's a lot of enemies that won't actually attack you back. An example being the noblemen in the castle, or these chickens right here, or the cows just north. You can do the same blood farming trick with them too. It may take a little longer to do, and in each world you have to unlock the offline income area and the pet shop area all over again. But once you do that, you can go ahead and do that same trick as before. Like we saw earlier with the bull there, you have various mini bosses and bosses as the levels come around. Avoiding their attacks will be equally important as getting lots of attack power, because if they attack you, you're going to lose a lot of health all at once. So avoid the attack. This little archer guy is summoned by one of my pieces of equipment. Avoid the attack and keep the damage on them steady, and eventually you will beat them. But if you walk away from them in the middle of the battle, they will recover, and you'll have to do that damage all over again. So just keep that in mind before you decide to walk away. Anything else to go over? I think that's about it. This is Game Hydro. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe, and hope you get some use out of these. Oh, the blood altar is the name of the place where you go to deposit blood. So that's good to know. If you go to the blood altar and it's been at least a minute since you've watched an ad, it's going to show you another ad. Other places where you get ads frequently include after you beat a boss and after you do an upgrade. Sometimes you'll do an upgrade and it'll just pop up an ad right away. Or, annoyingly, sometimes it'll pop up an ad after like the 4th or 5th upgrade. But yeah, you can see the attack power glitched a bit there. Go back to the upgrade menu and it'll show what your new attack power is. But in order to use that actual attack power, you're going to have to go back to the chamber, which is annoying. Anyways, this is Game Hydro. Please like and subscribe.